Right now at 10, and then there were 4. Another Democrat leaving the race for Wisconsin governor. And La Crosse's mayor speaking out why he is against the latest city administrator proposal. Plus, La Crosse's $3 million expansion. How many more years of life a new cell is adding to the county's landfill.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. We start with the Wisconsin governor's race. Mandela Barnes suspending his campaign less than 2 weeks before the primary. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee has the story.
The decision came after Barnes said it became very clear he wasn't going to win the Democratic nomination. His exit comes after recent polling shows State Representative Francesca Hong with a double-digit lead in the primary. Barnes did not endorse a candidate, but he says his focus remains on defeating Republican Tom Tiffany in November. Here's what Barnes posted on social media and what political experts say they believe led to the decision.
Now, while I may be suspending this campaign, I'll never give up my fight for Wisconsin. And I'm incredibly grateful for all the folks who joined this campaign, for the people who believed in me and this movement, knew that we had a real shot at creating opportunities through bold action to improve quality of life for every single person that calls this place home.
I suspect that the former lieutenant governor felt that it wouldn't make that much of a difference if he stayed in or dropped out, and he decided to do it on his own steam instead of to go down in flames.
The Wisconsin Elections Commission says voters who have already cast an early ballot for a candidate who has since dropped out cannot change or recast their vote. And the Democratic primary is scheduled for August 11th. Reporting in the studio, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Current Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers responding to the news of Barnes' campaign coming to a close during a visit to Menasha today.
I don't know why he's getting out. I have to believe it's something relatively important, but at the end of the day, it's his call.
Evers, of course, has already endorsed David Crowley in this race. Meanwhile, a new Democratic poll on the race is out from Marquette Law. Francesca Hong expanding her lead with 38%. Barnes in second, 16%, followed by David Crowley at 7%, and Joel Brennan and Kelda Roys each with 2%. La Crosse Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey taking to social media saying he is against the latest city administrator proposal.
I have to say publicly that I am in disagreement with this piece of legislation that again takes statutory powers away from the mayor.
In the video, Washington Spivey says the position would remove the voice of the people from City Hall and take away power from voters. Here's what the mayor had to say about the video.
I've said it since I've started in office that I do not agree with it being a charter ordinance change, and I also feel that we need to make sure we have the right conversation to make sure we're doing what's best for the city of La Crosse.
The mayor is encouraging residents to weigh in on the legislation by reaching out to Common Council or emailing him directly. City leaders are set to discuss the proposal at next week's Judiciary Administration meeting. A News 8 follow-up sentencing day for Orestes Kouris, the man convicted of 3 felonies, including attempted first-degree homicide and child abuse. It's after pleading guilty to a stabbing incident involving a juvenile. He's sentenced to 4 years in prison with 5 years extended supervision. In Alaska, police are investigating a series of suspicious fires, reportedly happening near the area north of Main Street and south of Troy between 8 p.m. Tuesday and midnight Wednesday. Garbage cans, a dumpster, and a vehicle were damaged. Police are asking people to check their security cameras for anything suspicious. The La Crosse County landfill is expanding. The construction of a new $3 million cell is underway. Officials say there will be 3 additional cells built as part of a larger expansion. The new cell will add 5 years of life to the existing landfill, which serves 5 counties in the region.
Overall, the total expansion will give the site about 25 years of additional life, again bringing kind of stability to the region while ensuring environmental compliance.
Officials say construction should be finished by mid-August, with the new cell expected to begin accepting waste by October 1st. When cells are full, they're closed with multiple protective layers, including clay and a rooting zone, and then graded to match the surrounding landscape. Officials say those closed areas will eventually be converted into recreational spaces for the public. Bubba's Fund is donating $2,500 to the Boys and Girls Club's summer program. Today's donation marks the start of a 4-year, $10,000 commitment from Bubba's Fund. That fund started after a couple suddenly lost their 3-month-old. Now they're making a difference for kids in the Coulee region.
It's such a natural fit for our mission to help support and improve the lives of children in our area. This organization does such a phenomenal job of investing in our youth, giving them resources.
Since launching in August 2025, Bubba's Fund has raised nearly $80,000 to support local kids. Well, we're essentially just hours away from a good soaking throughout the region, Greg.
It's going to be a soaking and probably won't hit until about just after the morning commute, but it's definitely going to be a soggy Friday. That's the main thing going into, should be not Thursday, but Friday on there, the soaker. The weekend's kind of the reboot. We're going to actually get better conditions and this solar reset, you could call it. Really fantastic conditions to start off next week with, once again, very comfortable conditions and humidity levels for the start of August. Right now, you see overall temperature still kind of mild out there, mid to upper 70s, a light southeast. We have a lot of cloud cover. The mayflies have decided to hatch again, too. You can see there's quite a bit picking up on radar coming across there. So that is something that just happened. Notice that fairly quick. Big picture shows you clouds have been increasing all night long. You can see that through to the west. Temperatures holding into the upper 60s, low 70s. There's your precipitation starting to form. 2 areas, a front to the north of northern Minnesota and a low pressure that's developing with a pretty good complex in eastern Nebraska. So that will be coming. See a few showers, but I think will clearly be later in the morning when it becomes more steadier, especially by noon, getting up only to 70. There won't be much movement in temperatures all day Friday. In La Crosse, it's going to be earlier, becoming even light or maybe even moderate rainfall as we get closer to noon, but it definitely will be just after the morning commute. Notice temperatures just holding in the 70. The high actually will likely be closer to midnight tonight. So we have the weekend recovery to talk about, how much rain and how long these nice conditions for the start of August will last too. All that coming up a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, now to the Green Bay Packers and some heartbreaking news. Packers legend Ahman Green revealing that he has early onset Parkinson's. He was first tested in early 2025 after noticing symptoms. Green says there was movement in his feet while sleeping. The 49-year-old is the Packers' all-time career rushing leader, also scoring 54 touchdowns in his time. Western Tech and the La Crosse Area Chamber are holding a special innovation event this morning. It featured local business leaders touring 3 innovation labs and meeting the incoming president, Kirk Bennett.
Relevance to jobs is critical, and so if students aren't able to be immersed in situations they're going to encounter when they get out into the job, they're at a disadvantage.
Following the tours, outgoing President Roger Stanford and the Boys and Girls Club signed the Pathways to Prosperity Partnership Agreement aimed at creating opportunities for local youth. UWL is teaching the next generation of entrepreneurs by holding a real-world skill workshop for 8th through 10th graders. The Pizza Project teaches kids business, teamwork, and communication by making pizzas with their own logos and branding.
I hope that they just walk away with, an idea of how they could start their own business and or just working in groups, I think is a really big part of this.
Throughout the 4-day program, the kids learned graphic design, food safety, and customer service skills. The Ho-Chunk Nation Garden opened today at Riverside Park. A bronze statue at the garden center honors Betsy Thunder. She was a respected Ho-Chunk healer. The garden's design incorporates native plants that hold deep connections to Ho-Chunk culture and traditional healing.
It makes me feel good, but I feel this is just a pin drop compared to what could be. There's so much here that is Ho-Chunk.
The garden represents years of advocacy from Ho-Chunk Nation members who sought to establish proper representation. The Powerball jackpot is now up to $707 million as nobody matched all 6 numbers in Wednesday's drawing. Next drawing is going to be Saturday night, so good luck to all players. Still to come, Blanche's nomination for Attorney General in limbo. What options President Trump is considering after some Republican resistance. Plus, U.S. strikes back, why President Trump ordered attacks on Iran's Revolutionary Guard. But first, a News 8 back-to-school tradition is back. Join us for our Stuff the Bus campaign. It's going to be Friday, August 7th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Walmart stores in La Crosse and Onalaska. We'll be collecting school supplies, so stop by and help us stuff the bus.
How do we celebrate 70 great years here at Carl's? Maybe like this. Save up to 40% on major appliances and up to $4,000 in vendor rebates. And get a free dinner for two. Get exclusive bonus rebates on select brands. Register to win great prizes given away weekly. Buy a KitchenAid 4-piece kitchen package and get this KitchenAid stand mixer. Stop in and see all the great specials now as we celebrate 70 great years.
Carl's Your Servicing Dealer since 1956.
She's a proud socialist. He lost statewide before. A couple weeks ago, he dropped out. Madison insiders want you to think these are the only choices you have for governor. But they'll all lose to Republicans in November. You get to decide who's the Democrat who can win. I'm Joel Brennan. I'm running for governor to lower costs, to expand Badger Care, to build 100,000 new homes, and to fight back against Donald Trump. I will win in November, and I'll never quit on Wisconsin.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clearer skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
President Trump is weighing options for his active attorney general after Republican resistance prevented Todd Blanche's nomination from moving forward. CBS's Jesse Mitchell has the latest.
President Trump is mulling whether to withdraw or delay Todd Blanche's attorney general nomination until after a pair of Republican holdouts leave office in January, Senators John Cornyn of Texas and Thom Tillis of North Carolina.
My reaction is the president's getting bad advice.
The president, in a social media post, praised Blanche as a star while taking credit for ending Cornyn and Tillis's Capitol Hill careers. Tillis chose to retire. Cornyn lost a primary challenge. The sticking point is Trump's controversial settlement of an IRS lawsuit that would block investigations of his and his family's past tax returns and create a so-called anti-weaponization fund to compensate Trump supporters who believe the federal government unfairly targeted them. Blanche, who has served as Trump's personal criminal defense attorney, told lawmakers the fund is dead. But Cornyn and Tillis want additional assurances from the Justice Department.
They need to put that in writing so it's enforceable, and so far they have been unwilling to do that.
Opponents of the fund worry January 6th rioters would be eligible for damages, something Blanche did not rule out at a hearing in May.
Will you commit that no one who has been convicted of assaulting a police officer will receive a payout?
Anybody can apply.
Despite the standoff, Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley is determined to get Blanche confirmed.
We're going to work hard to get the differences worked out.
And if those differences aren't resolved, the president will have to wait out Cornyn and Tillis's terms.
Hey, 158 days, they can try it again, roll the dice.
Louisiana Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, also leaving office in January, has joined the calls for guarantees the anti-weaponization fund is done. Jesse Mitchell, CBS News.
The U.S. launched strikes against Iran overnight after Iran attempted missile attacks on a U.S. air base in Jordan. The base was targeted less than 2 weeks after 3 American soldiers were killed there. The U.S. military says it struck military command centers, missile and drone facilities, and coastal defense sites on Qassim Island. Iranian state media claims the strikes hit residential areas.
It's our turn, and we'll see if we get there with an agreement at some point, but we're going to hit them very hard.
The U.S. and Saudi Arabia also struck Iranian-backed militias in Iraq following drone attacks on Saudi oil facilities. You've seen those viral videos of human-like robots dancing or playing sports. Well, the Federal Communications Commission has now banned the import of foreign-made humanoid robots and power converters due to national security concerns. China dominates more than 80% of the market. Officials in Beijing are accusing the U.S. of suppressing Chinese companies. Morgan Stanley predicts the market for humanoids could reach $15 billion by 2030. We will have more news ahead tonight, but first.
Yeah, we definitely do need the rain, but it's definitely going to last all day and potentially all night. So we'll break down how much we'll get and then what those temperatures look like for the weekend and beyond. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
There are trucks, and then there's the Sierra with employee pricing for everyone. With the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra. leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Celebrate Independence Day with employee pricing for everyone on all GMC Sierra 1500 models. With 0% APR, that's over $13,000 total value on this Sierra 1500 Denali.
Now is the perfect time to save at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll find store-wide sale prices and we'll pay the sales tax. Drury's makes it easier than ever to furnish your home with top-quality name brand furniture. And right now, you'll save with store-wide sale prices and we'll even pay your sales tax. Don't miss this incredible offer. Store-wide sale prices and we pay the sales tax. It's only happening for a short time at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO. It gives our staff such great pleasure to see our patients back to normal activity in as little as 3 months after the TPLO surgery. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Our father started this business in 1992, so we've been helping people hear and understand better for 32 years.
You're calling a local number and having a local person answer. We do online scheduling, so you can always visit our website at your convenience.
We do a full hearing evaluation here. We do the delivery of the hearing aids. We do the maintenance, the cleanings, the repair work. So everything's done here in our office. You don't have to go somewhere else. We like helping people hear better. It's rewarding.
Better Hearing Center next to St. Pat's Church.
The Brewers are coming to the Coulee region.
And there she goes!
Yeah, you heard that right. All summer long, you can catch the Brewers right here and for free. No pay-per-view, no subscription, just good old reliable free TV the way the baseball gods intended it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the action as News 8 now brings you 10 games throughout the summer. The Brewers playing here? You're welcome. The Milwaukee Brewers on News 8 now.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8.
Yeah, overall, it's been fairly dry here for the last couple weeks. I mean, if you look overall precipitation-wise, we haven't seen much, but if you look at the monthly totals, a lot of places are well above average just because of the mainly about 3 days in the months where a lot of precipitation fell, especially for La Crosse. You can see this too if you open this up. This is Lafarge soil moisture. Basically, two lines are basically 2, 4, and then you have the 8-inch and 20 inches of line right above. And this goes from about early June all the way to basically today at my other side. Overall, the 2 and 4 inch soil sensors are going to go up and down quite frequently given how much moisture rainfall goes on. And you can see that June was fairly high, and then for the last several days, last month, it's crashed down because of how dry it is. This mark right here is the 8-inch, and for the most part, it stayed quite high. And now we're starting to see it being tailed off, indicating that the dryness is starting to work its way further and further into the soils too. So that's a concern there. And the 21, that's long-term. That typically doesn't move much. Really, that's a long-term drought issue, and for the most part, it's fine. So we're going to get these moving back up there, and the 8-inch one may take a little bit longer till that water soaks down. But that gives you an indication of the dryness, short-term dryness that we've had for at least the last couple weeks going forward. Now, if we look at what we're expecting with this storm, this is going to change off and on, and depending on the low track, that's going to play out. But really, if you're south of I-90, you're going to be in that 1 to maybe 3 inch mark, depending on how things play out. Further north, it's like 1 to about 2 for basically Black River Falls, Winona down to La Crosse. If you're Eau Claire northward, it's kind of sitting in that 1/2 to maybe 1. And then for Russ County, you're probably sitting in that 1/4 to 1/2. So generally, these may change, and of course, there could be some higher amounts, but really depends on the track of the low. And the main low right now is tracking is right through just basically in South Dakota. That is the system we're keeping an eye on. This front's going to lay to the north and kind of sit there. It'll eventually come through, but not till Saturday morning. But the focus is that low that really has precipitation going on, and it's going to deepen. So the morning commute should be mainly dry, I think, for most areas. You'll start seeing some precipitation lock on here fairly soon. You can see it come up through the area and then continue to push to the north. Now let's look at this 5, 6 a.m., just a few showers. I think by the time we get to about 7 to 8, you start seeing it fill in a little bit. And then by 9 to 10, it becomes more steady rain for south of I-90. Eau Claire, it may not be till about 10 to 11. You really start seeing steady rain. And then beyond this, it's going to be light to moderate rainfall. And occasionally you can see some potential thunderstorms develop. There won't be a lot of that through the afternoon. Continues to the evening commute. By the time we get to about 9 to 10, if you're north and west of Eau Claire, it becomes more showery and starts to kind of taper off. South of there, likely not until about midnight for La Crosse that you'll start seeing it taper off, but there will be showers still going on after midnight. And further south, Richland County, Crawford County, you could see precipitation going on all the way to about maybe 6, 7 in the morning, maybe even 8 that it starts kind of tapering off then too. So it's going to be a long duration rain. That does help limit the effects of getting so much rainfall. Once we get rid of the rain on Saturday and the clouds in the morning, basically going to get up to upper 70s and low 80s further north because they'll have more sunshine further southeast. The clouds will stick around, keeping you more probably in the upper 70s, but all in all, not a bad second half of the day of Saturday. And Sunday, plenty of sunshine, upper 70s, low 80s, low humidity, really nice day for the first part of August. And overall, Monday and Tuesday looking good, but we do have a front coming, and that could stall out too over the area somewhere Tuesday night through Thursday, so showers and thunderstorms likely are going to come back into the area, and that precipitation chance that period will likely come back up as we get closer to it, but that looks like another opportunity to keep an eye on. But otherwise, yeah, umbrella, the rain gear, you need everything tomorrow. It's going to be wet.
The whole shebang tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, walking it off in style, a crazy finish in Minnesota, plus a local legend returns for his annual kids basketball camp. Hear what Matt Thomas keeps him coming back. Cade is coming up next.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle.
Ashley's 72-hour sale is here. This Friday through Sunday only. Pay no interest for 5 full years with no money down. Plus, get up to 25% off your entire purchase. This weekend only at Ashley's 72-hour sale.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
It's summertime. Time to choose your adventure in a Ford. #1 in new vehicle quality. Nice.
I choose moments like this.
And I choose the sea.
It's a lake, Dad.
It's big lake, son.
See? A Ford SUV? It's a great choice.
Get 0% financing for 36 months, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford SUVs. Plus a complimentary 2-year premium maintenance plan.
You don't have to look too far to see living proof of Washington's failures. It's endless money for foreign wars and nothing but increased costs for hardworking families. I grew up on a dairy farm, ran a small business, and wait tables to pay the bills. I fight for people. It's why I refuse corporate cash, and I won't trade any stocks in Congress. We need more working class folks to represent us in D.C. that'll stand up to special interests. I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
The Brewers are coming to the Coulee region.
And there she goes!
Yeah, you heard that right. All summer long, you can catch the Brewers right here and for free. No pay-per-view, no subscription, just good old reliable free TV the way the baseball gods intended it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the action as News 8 now brings you 10 games throughout the summer. The Brewers playing here? You're welcome. The Milwaukee Brewers on News 8 now.
This weekend only, shop Ashley's hottest deals of the season. For 72 hours only, get up to 25% off your entire purchase. Plus, pay no interest for 5 full years with no money down. Friday through Sunday at Ashley.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
It's always special when professional athletes return home and give back to the community. That's exactly what happened today as former NBA player and Onalaska standout Matt Thomas held his 9th annual kids basketball camp. At the Dash Center in Onalaska, Thomas took over the gym to guide young players eager to learn more about the game. The day included games, drills, and a fun Q&A session where Thomas faced hard-hitting questions like, have you ever lost a game? On a real note, Thomas says the kids always keep him humble, but he knows it's important to make the game fun.
I remember when I was in their shoes,
learning how to play basketball, developing a love and passion for basketball at summer camps like this. And that's why it means so much to me to, continue to try to do this each and every year, and just whatever I can to make an impact and hopefully inspire, kids means a ton to me.
Well, Thomas was a Wisconsin State champ, a Big 12 champ, a Euro Cup champ, and even scored his share of buckets in the NBA. Thomas had played for and with a ton of great athletes and coaches, but when it comes to his best advice, he keeps it simple.
Be the best you can every day and just take things one day at a time. Not look too far ahead, don't live in the past, just do your best to stay in the present. As a player, work extremely hard every single day, and don't compare yourself to others, run your own race. It's kind of like a motto I try to live by. And yeah, just take care of the day-to-day things. Work hard, be a good person. I think it'll take you far.
Well, earlier in the year, Thomas played in Turkey's Basketball Super League. He does not currently have a team, but says his goal is to find the right opportunity to continue his career. Thomas turns 32 next week and says he feels healthy with plenty left in the tank. Well, there are always a lot of storylines early on in Packers training camp, including how the rookies look. Yesterday, Packers 2026 second-round draft pick Brandon Cisse looked great. He was taking first-team reps due to Keyshawn Nixon missing practice because of a hamstring injury. Cisse says he's eager to put in the work and continue to improve, but maybe the thing that surprised him most was all of the fan support.
It definitely helped me in the long run, and I'm excited for the challenge every day, and I just can't wait to continue to keep growing from it. Seeing everybody wearing the Cisse jersey is a cool thing, and something I definitely wasn't expecting. You never know until it hits you when you walk out the door. It's like, wow, it's just a different kind of feeling.
Now today, Nixon did return to practice, but Cisse was still rotating in and will hopefully make an impact come the regular season. All right, let's go to the MLB. The Minnesota Twins going for a series win over the Royals. Scoreless in the third, but with a man on second, the Royals going to take the lead, sending this pitch deep to right field, and that is way gone. The two-run shot gives Kansas City the lead. And then in the fifth, a runner on first, and John Ray with a hard liner to right. That goes off the wall, but the throw into second is going to get away. That's going to allow another Royal run to score as they go up 3. But let's go to the ninth. Twins with the bases loaded, 2 outs and 2 strikes, but Cody Clemens is going to end this game with a bang. How about a walk-off grand slam? Doesn't get much better than that. Twins, they get the win 4-3. It was a rough end of the Brewers series against the Giants yesterday. What was a 1-run game in the 6th inning turned into a 13-run blowout loss. The good news, Milwaukee still holds a 5.5 game lead over the Cubs in the division, and they only trail the Dodgers by 1 game for the best record in baseball. And now Milwaukee will continue their West Coast road trip for a 3-game series against the Angels starting tomorrow at 8:30. Pitching probables for this one, Drohan tomorrow, Gasser on Saturday, and Miz is expected to take the mound on Sunday. Northwoods League season still winding down. Loggers already with the playoff spot clinched, but they continue to win. It was a 3-3 game going to the 9th, and the Loggers won on a walk-off walk. 11 games left before the playoffs begin. And Ken, the MLB trade deadline is coming up. I see a lot of buzz on social media about hopefully the Brewers making a move. And when you got a good team, you have a chance to make a run in the playoffs.
You do.
You'd like to see them do something.
Absolutely. Maybe a little bit more impactful trade than the last couple of years where they've just improved depth here and there. Tarek Skubal would be great, or a power bat, I think, just to put him over the edge against the Dodgers.
Either of those things would be great. At least something. Give the fans something to hold on to, something to root for, but time will only tell.
That's right. Thanks, Cade.
I will have more news after the break.
Up to 59% off list at the huge anniversary sale at Slumberland. Get this Ashley sectional for just $9.99 and get the Ottoman free. This Sealy mattress just $3.99. Pay no interest for 59 months on qualifying purchases at Slumberland.
Big names, big experiences, one unforgettable weekend. August 6th through 8th. See Keith Urban, John Party, Ernest, Gene Simmons Band, and more. All in one place. Ashley for the Arts, the can't miss summer festival. 3 days of live music, art, food trucks, and family fun. Don't miss an unforgettable experience that gives back. Get your tickets today at ashleyforthearts.com.
Welcome to Breakfast with the Tiffanys, where nobody bites their tongue.
Tom, you've got to fix healthcare. No one knows what it costs.
I'm going to make it be more transparent.
Young families can't afford housing.
I will stop Wall Street from buying our homes and reverse the 400-year property tax hike.
What about waste and fraud?
We're going to audit every state agency to protect our tax dollars.
Tom, you know Ma's going to hold you to it.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Skyrizi helps people feel significant symptom relief as early as 4 weeks and can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Chevy drivers across America will do a lot in the next 5 years. But one thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you've earned this summer. Now it's time to go get it.
Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
People come in different sizes. That's why Slumberland invented the any size, one low price mattress sale. No matter what size mattress, twin, full, queen, or king, you pay one low price. Get this memory foam mattress for just $99, only at Slumberland.
A shelter kitten in Ohio is going viral after workers crafted a tiny device from rulers and Hot Wheels to help the little guy get back on the go. The Cincinnati shelter says the kitten named Gelato was unable to stand or walk on his own when he arrived and was too small for their available devices. So a vet tech got crafty, cobbling together rulers, zip ties, and a pair of Hot Wheels toy ambulances. Gelato has also since been upgraded from Hot Wheels to custom wheels, now sporting better fitting 3D printed ride. And that is absolutely adorable. The only thing now, gotta give him a home. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
Partners working together. Governor Tony Evers and David Crowley fought and delivered on health care, affordable housing, and schools. Tony Evers said David Crowley created thousands of new jobs, cut the county's local carbon emissions in half, and passed a balanced budget. And David Crowley is standing up to Trump and taking on AI data centers. Tell David Crowley to keep fighting for us.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond, with airless tires designed for exploring new frontiers. Michelin, motion for life.
Our father started this business in 1992, so we've been helping people hear and understand better for 32 years.
You're calling a local number and having a local person answer. We do online scheduling, so you can always visit our website at your convenience.
We do a full hearing evaluation here. We do the delivery of the hearing aids. We do the maintenance, the cleanings, the repair work. So everything's done here in our office. You don't have to go somewhere else. We like helping people hear better. It's rewarding.
Better Hearing Center next to St. Pat's Church.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO. It gives our staff such great pleasure to see our patients back to normal activity in as little as 3 months after the TPLO surgery. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
There are trucks, and then there's the Sierra with employee pricing for everyone. With the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Celebrate Independence Day with employee pricing for everyone on all GMC Sierra 1500 models. With 0% APR, that's over $13,000 total value on this Sierra 1500 Denali.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now.
Well, the morning commute looks to be dry, but just after that, everything's going to get wet fairly quick. You can see it jumps all the way up. There might be a lull for La Crosse just early afternoon before we ramp back up with precipitation, and everything kind of tails off slowly at night. But it's going to be a soggy Friday and Friday night.
A wet one for sure.
Yep.
That's going to do it for us at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.